You think was the difference between the two sides, the finishing in the boxes?
Yeah, the styles have been different for the profile of players that they have. We have available as well in certain areas, but the difference was 100%. Yeah.
James, CBS.
Hi, Mikel. 5 wins from 5, and it remains as in your hands as it is City's. When you see a performance like this, do you believe your team can go and win out in the remainder of the season?
I believe today. I believe on Wednesday, a week ago, because I see them every day, and I know the level that we have. But today, if they need to be more convinced, I think they are now more convinced. They were talking about it in the dressing room. It's a new league now. They were a game in hand. We have 3 points of advantage and 5 games to play. So everything is still to play for. So we know how much we want it, and we're not going to stop, and we're going to go again. That's for sure.
Tom from Reach.
Mikel, the result obviously creates this strange scenario where its goal difference is really key. So in the future games coming up, it's not just about winning, but winning well in games.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens. This is the Premier League, and first of all, to win a game in this league, it's extremely tough. And when you look at the fixtures that we both have, it's going to be tough for both of them. If not, we would have already 80 points or 85 points like happened in other seasons. This is not the case. So, yeah, we will prepare game by game and learn from what happened today and be better.
Alex, BBC.
Hi, Mikel. What can you do in the attacking box to make the difference? How can you make your players more ruthless when those chances come?
That's very difficult. I mean, the margins are... I mean, we hit the post, and I just look at the image. It's incredible how the ball doesn't go in. So there is an element of luck. There is an element there of timing, of execution. It's a lot of things that have to be your way. They didn't go our way, and we have to recognize that at the end, winning and not winning is going to come down to these moments. And there are certain individual moments that you need in order to achieve what we want. That's for sure.
Mikel, you mentioned something about the profile of the players in both boxes. Are you talking about Haaland and Cherki, or is it something?
No, in general in the team. I mean, every team has an identity because of the players and the managers that they have, and especially when you play against this opponent, you have to be very clear what you have to do and where you want to play the game. And I think that we've done that really, really well.
Hi, Mikel. Can you just tell us what the mood in the dressing room is like and what sort of reaction you expect to see next week?
Obviously, they were very disappointing not to get a result from the game in the manner that it happened. That's the feeling immediately you could sense that they were talking about, and they said, okay, we lost an opportunity today, but we have the biggest one now in the next 5 games, so let's do it.
I think finally, Phil from Pierre.
Hi, Mikel. Just sort of following on from that, I suppose. Will it be a challenge to pick the players up, do you think? Or?
No, I mean, if I have to pick the players to win the Premier League with 5 games to go in our hands and be in the semi-final of the Champions League, I think I should be at home. So it's not the case, it's not needed, it's never been needed even in difficult moments, so we go again, that's for sure.
Thanks everyone,
yeah.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're well. We'll take a show of hands for questions, please. And Paul has the microphone here. Someone start, please. Start with Sham. Thank you.
Hi, Pep. You seem to be tackling, heading, kicking, shooting every ball out there. We, watching, enjoyed that. How much did you enjoy it?
That's okay. Enjoying, I don't think is the right word. So. It's fine. Hopes that game give us hopes. That's all. But what I said to the guys after the game. So enjoy the moment, but don't lose the focus right now because we had the last 3-4 weeks, long weeks now. I know what the message will be, but continue to impress the quality for the opponent. So they are really, really good, and the people say they don't have momentum. When you see them to play and compete in the duels and long balls, second balls and set pieces, it's an extraordinary team. Otherwise, you cannot do all season top of the league in the Premier League and in the Champions League unbeaten. So I know how difficult to beat him once, imagine twice, in a margin of 3 weeks, 1 month. They were a step a little bit higher than the Carabao Cup. They arrived a little bit, 9 points, 10 points, a little bit there. all the messages was easy for Arsenal, and that's why we had that margin that we keep, to be honest, today. But they make a step forward. They are so aggressive to go to the process because they are so aggressive in a man marking, a frontal balls. Saliba, Gabriel, and Hincapié, and all of them win duels. So they're really, really tough. Have momentum. They have chances. They had chances. Small margins. We are there, and but the reality is one. Who is the top of the league? We are not. We goal difference. Who's better? They are. So. Step by step, but of course, I said we got hopes, to still extend the chances to fight until the end.
You call them the best team in Europe before the game, but do you see belief growing from your side that you can now go on and win the title?
Of course, we grew up there. I said today I said to the team, guys, and before, so we have to congratulate for the fact that next season we are definitely already mathematically in the Champions League, and that is the biggest trophy for that club. The biggest trophy today is play the Champions League for many, many reasons. The second one go to the chance to win hopes to fight until the end.
Pep, you spoke about this team growing up a lot over the last month. How impressed were you by the maturity shown today, and are they kind of peaking at the right time, showing the highest?
Listen, I'm not this type of guy. You know me because we were all the time with me in the press conference before and after the game. What happened if Havertz scored a goal with a header in the 6-yard box in front of the Donnarumma? What is the message? We don't have personality. We don't know to defend a goal. So the margin doesn't mean us. So we have a post. We have a post for Erling. So mentality always have been there, except like season, always have been there, and sometimes win, sometimes there, but the margin that level is Madrid 3 times in the first half arrived 3 goals. So there are many things that sometimes we control, and we were not in our best because I give a lot of credit for the opponent. Otherwise, we will do it better. But we are alive. We are alive. That is for sure. For the already month, we are there. Everybody is pushing, and now arrives like everybody make contribution. We play every 3 days. We cannot play. I know Rodri how long will be out. So that's why everybody has to. These last games played more or less the start 11 because we have 6, 7, 8 days between games. But now, in barely 3 days, go to London to play semi-final 3-3. These guys cannot play all the time. So that's why it will be. If we are a good team, and we can do it together.
Could I just ask you what the problem is with Rodri?
Some groin, I think, but the doctor said, we'll see. Make a test tonight or tomorrow morning.
Could I just ask you about Erling? He scored the winner, scores lots of goals, but his performance today, that battle with Arsenal's 2 centre-backs.
I would not like to be Erling Haaland to battle against Saliba Gabriel, to be honest. I would not like. I prefer read a book. Definitely not. So deal with that, guys. How they do it, then they handle it. So yeah, really good. So he said, I think the best 2 teams in England. I think it was a good advert for the worldwide and for England. Both proactive, go there, man marking ahead, attack quick. We do the same, a little bit more process. So nothing to say. I will be satisfied with the draw, with the defeat. So I'm an age that when I see my team, what can I say? Cannot complain at all. I'm so proud, because they are top.
Hi Pep, what did you think of Ryan Cherky's goal, and did it remind you of another number 10 who you used to work with?
Yeah, really good. We didn't find him. First half was really good. Second half, we didn't find him. It was really bit. It's not easy. It's not easy because they are so close, so tight. It's really is not easy. They do really, really well. It's so tough to do it, but Bernardo and. It was a good moment. Second half, I think we started really well. First 50-20 minutes, they had the 2-3 chances that Gigi saved, the post for Eze, and at the end, especially, 2 set pieces, the fault and free kicks that they are top. And sorry to tell you today, I'm so happy that we have the honor to make the first fault in the Premier League in a corner to Raya. So we have this privilege. So in the Premier League, no one fought to the keepers all season, but today we're the first. So another title, another record that we have.
And just staying on Cherky, do you think he should be in the running for Player of the Season, given he's come clutch at
him?
Yeah.
Oh, come. He's so young. Few compliments to Cherky.
Thank you. Just Paul at the back, please. Thank you.
Pep, you've spoken a lot about Bernardo over the last couple of weeks. Does today's performance kind of show why you made him captain? Because he showed great leadership.
Just feel gratitude. If I talk a lot, one day I'll cry. So just I can say thank you so much for the deep of my heart on behalf of this club, what you have done. Football, Bernardo proved that football starts from here to the feet. And that guy is not the fastest, the quicker, but know exactly in every single moment what every single action requires. Commitment is never injured, always commitment, as said many times. Last season defined Bernardo for me, when everybody was not there, always was there, suffering like the first. His mentality, and you have one thing is important, always see the positive things in the life. That's why his life will be so happy with his wife Inez, and the kids will be so happy because always is positive. And when you front the life in that spirit, always is extraordinary. Deserve the biggest recognition. When we write the legend, you have to write in the capital letter because it has been. So, not for today, for every single game during 9 years. So, no chance. Many reasons there are for this 10 or these 10 years together, 9 years together. Without him, would have been so difficult because he's a special player. Hopefully, all I can say, where we'll go, the team will be so lucky to have him. That I don't have any doubts.
Hi Pep, I know you've spoken a bit about Haaland and how you'd rather he's not in those battles, but he was. It's been a difficult couple of months in terms of how exhausted he's been, not scored so many goals, not too much coming his way today. But then, like you say, that decisive moment, he was there, 6 yards out to put it in. Like that's just the huge value of Erling, surely. Like even in these.
Yeah, the question is the Arsenal delivered a game like Gabriel can jump until 80-yard box with Donnarumma to follow Cherky. In that moment, you have to contact more up front because it's more difficult and they have good backers. And that balls, every human being deal with Gabriel and Saliba, they are so strong. So it's not easy. And I would have loved, but a part of that, they drop sometimes, they have the ball, they can do it. So I think he knows it, not the first time that deal with Gabriel and Saliba. So these times he knows it, but he always is spot on. So always we demand one guy so big every 3 days game during November, December, January, February. So every 3 days. Sustain that every 3 days with his body is not easy. Bernardo can do it, but him now we have a little bit more sharp because we have the last 3-4 weeks. We have long week. You have to rest 2-3 days and proper training and arrive fresh here and here. I realized, well, I knew it, but I realized that it's not a competition. The teams who play Europe or they don't play Europe. The teams who play 3 or 4 competitions, they play one competition. It's another history, it's another game. So the big clubs play in a more difficult. Okay, better players, better squad, financially, whatever you want. But when you arrive 7 days to play in the way 3 days, it's another game. It's another game. And I realize now in these last weeks.
Last one here, thank you.
Hi Pep. Gigio Donnarumma in the first half did something so unusual for him, then second half back to his usual level. How important was his reaction also to give confidence to his teammates?
Yeah, of course. We talk about in that position. Maybe I think Kusa has to be better with Havertz. Havertz was so intense. Of course, the ball was not there, but always we try in that positions. Where are the free spaces? We believe in that position. Go to the opposite side with Nico. The space was there, but the problem is they were aggressive and they are so good. Well said. So they don't allow you to make short corners. They don't allow you to make easy free kicks, throw-ins, and the focus that they have always impressed me since 1 or 2 years Arsenal. So the moment that they have, every long ball, Havertz win the duel, right the second ones, and they don't lose the ball. So there are incredible attributes that make our victory high top level, because I know perfectly when we play. And of course, the big players have to do that. I love his teammates, how react, support him unconditionally, and that is when we work a lot that season. That here everyone can make a mistake. The mistake of Gigio is our mistake, and at the end, second half, we make the save for Havertz that in that moment we will see more difficult.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
Have a good
thank you,
evening.
guys.